Greater Thoughts, is also a motivational speaker and a mind coach, helping you to untrap your mind. In order to elevate your team, your organization, or your business, visit Robert Collins on theuntrappedmind.com or follow him on Instagram at greater7thoughts. That's greater, the number 7 thoughts. Robert Collins says, all success starts with a thought. Now turn that thought into action and go be great.
In the mirror, face the truth, I see the shadows play. It's what's about pushing my dreams away. Worries creeping, got me feeling so confined. But in this journey, I'm crafting a stronger mind. Rise above the noise of positivity rain. Each step I take, I conquer. Good morning, good morning. It is your host, Mr. RC. You know what it is. You just tuned into the Greater Thoughts Morning Show. I know you could be doing anything in the world with your Thursday morning, but you decided to be right here and listen to me. So once again, I tell you, my gratitude is with you. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, you need to be sharing my show. If you have not shared this show, you better start sharing this show. Girl, you better start sharing this show. Listen, tune into the website www.theuntраppedmind.com. Go there, get you a copy of the book Greater Thoughts. Go to there to listen live. I don't know how you found me today, but make sure you go there as well. Or click the YouTube link and catch up on all the shows that you miss. We're in season 2, y'all. And so season 3 is fast approaching us because we are in the 4th quarter of the year. So being that we're in the 4th quarter year, I'm wondering, how many of you guys quit on Quitter's Day? Quitter's Day was back in January on the 10th of the month. They say that most people don't make it past the 10th of the month with their New Year's resolution. And we're almost at the point where we're going to create New Year's resolutions. So I'm wondering, how many of you quit? Go ahead and shoot me a little something in the DM. Greater 7 Thoughts if you on IG. Greater 7 Thoughts is the YouTube page. Send me something. Let me know. Go to Robert at theuntrappedmind.com. Send me an email. I'm wondering how many people actually stopped their New Year's resolutions a long time ago and how many of you guys are still doing them right now. But listen, we're going to move past that. Let me talk to you, y'all. We in October, and the month of October is breast cancer awareness. I don't have enough words to talk about how bad cancer is. I've lost a close relative this year to cancer. I have relatives that have lost good friends to cancer, and I have friends that have lost family members to cancer. This cancer thing is crazy. Now they're talking about they may have a cure for it. You know, don't get me started in my conspiracy theories, because as far as I'm concerned, there's cures for everything. As soon as they create some of this stuff, they already have a cure for it. It's just a matter of how much money pharmaceutical companies can make before they decide to release it, or how many people they, as in whoever these people are that run the world, are okay with dying before they make the change to give the cure out. Now, don't get me started in my conspiracy theories. I'm gonna lie to y'all, I got a few of them, but we ain't gonna even go down that path. That's too deep for most of y'all, and some of y'all don't want to even listen to what I have to say if I start talking about some of these conspiracy theories. What I am going to talk about is pray for your family, pray for your friends. Take some time to pray for the women in your family. Make sure that your family members are getting checked up early. Let them not get their checkups late. Let them not be in the spot where when they find out it's nothing else that can be done. Mothers and fathers, if you have young children, or young ladies, I should say, for daughters, hey, 18, ain't nothing wrong with telling them to get checked out at 18, 17, instead of them wait, get them in the habit so that when they're out of your house, that they know that they're prepared, that they have the understanding that going to the doctor, going to the hospital is important, and it's okay to go and be checked out. Men, we don't get breast cancer a lot. Very, very, very seldom do you hear of a man that gets breast cancer. But let me tell you, it can happen. So a lot of times we think that because it's breast cancer, we can't get it. But we have the ability to catch it as well or have it as well. So man, get checked out. If you feel something going on, check it out. I don't want to get too raunchy, but men, check out your wives. You know what I mean? Check out your wives. Check out your girlfriends. Pay attention while you in your adult activities. Pay attention because you may be the one that recognizes something that saves their life. So, with all that being said, this is the Greater Thoughts Morning Show. And what I'm thinking about today and what's on my mind today is the fact that I personally have been in my book, Greater Thoughts. Every now and again, I need to get back into my own book. You know, I teach it, I speak it, and sometimes I'm focusing them on everybody else that I have to say, wait a minute, don't remember yourself. So, a few weeks back, I decided to go through the 90-day challenge of Greater Thoughts myself to get myself refreshed. And today is actually day 20 in that for myself. And the quote that I wrote, it's cool to say that. The quote that I wrote was, I am my thoughts. There is no other moment. There's only right now. And when I think about the I am my thoughts, I want you to think about it in a sense of where you are today. Some of us are in wonderful places in life right now. Some of us are in places in life right now that can be let's say where we have distractions. Some of us are in places where we have a lot of abundance, and some of us are in a place where we're wondering where everybody else's abundance is coming from and how come we don't have any of it. And so I want to speak to some of those things about my thoughts being who I am, or I am the the summation of my thoughts. And so, what I want to say to you is first thing you have to do is really just take some time for yourself. And today I actually did that as well. I took some time to really just kind of do some decluttering. A lot of times when we are out of sorts, it's because the area in which we reside is out of sorts, meaning some of you need to go into the trunk of your cars and clean all that mess out. Some of you need to go right into your car and don't go any further than your driver's door and clean some of that mess out. Some of you need to go into your closet in your bedroom and clean some of that mess out. Some of you need to go under your bed and clean some of that mess out. Some of you need to go into your phone and clean some of that mess out. You know what I'm talking about. The people that are in your phone that do not serve you any positivity. When their number come up, their name is in your phone still, truly because it probably says don't answer. You need to clean some of that junk out. You need to go into your social media accounts and you need to clean some of that junk out. What I'm talking about is allowing yourself to refocus, realign with the person that you desire yourself to be, realign with the person you saw yourself being at the age of whatever that is for you. Some of us now, we will get into the spirit of comparison and we'll allow all the things that we see to be who we think that we're supposed to be. Hey, I'm gonna give you a quick one. I saw a post, my cousin posted it just the other day, of some folks that were showing off all this money. And I'm sure thousands of people saw these people with all this money down in Florida. And they had hit somebody for the safe. They had come up on all these watches. I seen an AP watch in the posting and everything of that nature. Come to find out, the post turned out to go viral. It was supposed to be for a few people, but it went viral. And let me tell you guys something. Some of this stuff that's going viral, you really don't want it to go viral. you don't really want everybody that has the ability to see it, see it. So in this case, it got attention by the authorities, and 12 went after they behind, and now they in trouble. So don't get caught up in the spirit of comparison, looking at what else somebody else has. Oh, because let me tell you, a lot of times people are only showing you they positive life. They only showing you the biggest blessing that they ever had, or they only showing you. I mean, I've talked about this before. They only showing you the car once it's done. They only showing you the car once they get the new Bentley, but they didn't show you the fact that they had to sleep in somebody else's car while they were on the process. They don't show you that. No, that's not gonna show it. They not gonna show it. They not gonna let you into that part of their life. But you are the summation of your thoughts. So when things are going well, you have to know that that's because of the way that you were thinking. And a lot of times it's not the way that you're thinking at that moment, but it's the thinking that you were doing before that moment. You see, that's what I need you guys to focus on. So if your money is low, I bet you if you go back and think about it, you've been talking about how in the past, not today, not right now, because you're listening to me, but you've been talking about how bills weren't paid, how money has been tight, how things ain't working right. But you have to start changing that. And I want you to change the way you speak to yourself. I want you to start paying attention. So I'm gonna give you some things to just use, some tools. I spoke about money in the past and telling you to say and go ahead and prepare yourself because you're gonna start repeating some of these things. I'm a money magnet. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. People that I don't even know are preparing to bring me money. People that don't know that they're going to bring me money or give me money are in motion to bring me funds that they never knew that they were going to even have. You have to start saying things like this to yourself. Because let me tell you, and I will get into the conscious, subconscious, and those parts of the mind on another episode. But let me let you know something. There's a part of your mind that says, that's not true because I don't see it. And there's another part of your mind that only knows what you tell it. And what you want to do is you want to keep telling yourself the things that you want to change in your life, that they are already in place right now. And so that goes to there's no other moment. There's only right now. See, what I want you to understand is no matter where you are, you cannot relive yesterday. That was a moment of silence for you. Let me give it to you again. No matter where you are in your life, you cannot relive yesterday. See, we in the morning time, it's a new day. You have 24 hours in this day, just like everybody else does. And what you're going to do today has a lot to do with the way you went to bed last night, but you cannot relive yesterday. So before you go to bed tonight, and if you haven't done it yet today, go ahead and say, I am wealthy. I am healthy. Because see, if you have breath in your body, that's the beginning of wealth. You got to understand that the beginning of wealth is the fact that you have breath. As long as you have breath, you have another opportunity to keep growing and going and being in alignment with what it is you desire. You have to say things like, I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am blessed. I am being a blessing to others. I am on the right track to where I am going in life. I am not hindered by my past. I am not falling short, but I am ahead of the curve. You have to start speaking these things. I'm giving you guys some jewels that you can use, that you should use, that you need to start using. I want you to take this episode and think about it. When you're done listening to me, get a pen, get a piece of paper, and take the mind and allow it to flow freely. All the positivity and all the things that you desire in your life, write them down. Write them down. But what I want you to do is just make it into two or three sentences that you can memorize and that you say tonight before you go to bed. But I want you to do this every night. Don't start tonight and then skip tomorrow and then skip the next day. If you make a mistake and say it's not a part of my routine yet, and so you skip the day, The next day, do it then. Don't let this be something that you do for one day. Every day, let's start changing the trajectory of where you are going in life. And see, some of you are already happy. Some of you are already wealthy, but there's other things that you're looking for in your life. You're looking for a happy house. And so say, I'm happy in my home. Say, my spouse is happy in our home. Say, I am living the life that I desire to live with my children. Say, my children are happy because I've created a healthy environment. My family is happy. See, you talk to yourself, then you talk about your spouse, then you talk about your children, then you talk about your family, and then you take all those things and put them into one thing. If you're a youth, say to yourself, I am an athlete. I am a straight A student. I'm a National Honor Society candidate. I'm already on the National Honor Society. See the progression. You progress. And see, your mind will start believing these things the more you say it, the more you say it, the more you say it. So don't be afraid to open your mouth and say things. Don't be afraid to speak life into yourself. And I want you to remember, there's only right now. There is only right now. We are all, let me tell you, the gift, the present is the actual present. That is your actual present. You know, the future is hoped for. We hope for the future. We hope for tomorrow, because there is no guarantee of anything. But the fact that you're here right now is the present. That's your gift. And so don't focus on the past. We leave the past where it is, but we're going to hope for this future. We're going to enjoy this present, and we're going to remember that, because what we're doing right now, the changes you are making right now within yourself, they're changing your future. They're building your future. You're blessing someone else. You're being a blessing. And let me tell you something. There's no greater scripture in the word outside of loving the Lord your God with all your heart and all your might and all your understanding. Outside of that, the next greatest thing you can do is love your neighbor. And so I started to talk about marriage today because I had a deep conversation about marriage with a good friend of mine yesterday. But I want to stay in this vein, if I can, is that you want to make sure that you are speaking life into other people. And the reason that marriage piece came up is because I'm about to tell you this. For those of you that desire to be married, listen to me. Marriage ain't easy. See, you got another moment of silence for that one. Marriage ain't easy. I can tell you right now, I don't know a married person, happy or unhappy, that's been married for 30 years, 10 years, 50 years, 1 year. I can't tell you one person that said marriage is easy. It's not for the faint at heart. But I want you to know something, especially for those of you that desiring to get married, those of you that are married. The word tells us that two becomes one flesh. So the way that you treat your spouse has all the how do I want to say this? The way that you treat your spouse is very important when you think about the way you treat yourself. If you want nothing but a life of abundance and happiness for yourself, you should see and feel and desire all those same things for your spouse. If you cannot, you need to reconsider being married, how you're being married, meaning how your relationship operates. Are you operating in the sense that you're the leader and that's it? Are you operating in the sense that we are one? Or are you operating in the sense that she over there and he over here and he over there and she over here? So please pay attention to the fact that you want to show your spouse the same love you show yourself. And if you're not showing yourself love, that's one of those things that you write down and you speak it to yourself every day, because it's hard for people to love you when you don't love yourself. And you need to give people the authority to love you, but you also have to take authority over your own life and love yourself. And so That's the moment that I'm telling you to take and make the change right now. That's the moment right now. And so the scripture that guides this week is that Proverbs 18:21. The tongue has the power of death and life, and those who love will eat the fruit. So what I'm telling you right now is that you want to fill yourself, fill yourself with love through your speech. Don't whisper it. No, we're not talking real low when we say I love myself, I'm wealthy, I'm healthy. No, we want to say that thing with conviction. I love myself. I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I'm the lender. I'm not the borrower. I'm the head, not the tail. I'm balling, and I ain't say on the budget. I'm balling out of wealth. But with the fact that I'm balling out of wealth, I'm balling and I'm helping other people. I'm taking my platform and I'm spreading my wings. I'm spreading my wings so that everyone can hear and see, and everyone gonna be blessed. See, all blessings ain't monetary. Sometimes the blessing is just in teaching somebody the proper way to see themselves. Sometimes the blessing is in taking someone and teaching them how to fish. And see, that's what we're doing. I'm teaching you how to fish. I'm teaching you how to fish. And it's not just so that you can eat, but it's so that your friends can eat. It's so that your children can eat. It's so that your spouse can eat. It's so that the person that can't stand you, you got somebody that you can't stand too, probably. You need to pray for them as well. Speak life into them. But the person that can't stand you, let me tell you something. Most of the time, the people that don't like you, the people that's done something to you, they got to come back across that bridge. When they come back across that bridge, who are you going to be? Another moment of silence. I had to give it to you. When people do you wrong and they have to come back across that bridge, who are you going to be? Who are you going to show up as? Are you going to show up as the person that breathes life into them? Or are you going to show up as the person that you did me wrong, so let me do you wrong? Aha, that's what you get. You fell on your face. I know it's going to happen. You see, that's that flesh, man. And what I'm telling you is why you writing these things down that you're going to speak to yourself at night. I'm going to tell you something. Don't allow envious thoughts to come into your mind when you're writing these things down. Don't allow things of hatred to come into your mind while you're writing these things down. You need to be focused on positivity. You need to be focused on giving love. That's what this is really about. It's about the love, but not just the love, uh, let's say like a filial kind of love, like a friendship kind of love. This has got to be more of an agape type of love for yourself, because the way you love yourself has all the matter to do with the way you show love. And when you are feeling good within yourself, it's easy to be good to people. But it's a whole lot of people out here that's hurt. There's a whole lot of people that's dealing with trauma. I'm going to suggest to you right now, go back into the YouTube page, Greater Seven Thoughts, and going back to last year, and I believe it was in September, there's a episode called Scar Tissue. A lot of people need to hear that episode, Scar Tissue. You need to go back and listen to that, because a lot of us have tissue that's scarred and we don't know what to do. And I talk about that in that episode of Scar Tissue. But there's there's life and death in that tongue. That tongue that you use to say I love you is the same tongue that you use to say F you to somebody when you're not happy. That same tongue you use to say I'll do anything in the world for you is the same tongue you use to say, man, I beat the mess out of them. You know, we got to be careful in the way that we speak, and you need to learn. And this is one of the hardest things in the world is to bridle that tongue. That's the tongue is like, you know it's like a tapeworm in your stomach, right? The tapeworm just make you keep eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. The tongue have you saying and spewing out things that cause dissension between people, and you don't want to be that person. And if you find that you are that person, it's okay. See, that's the thing that a lot of us don't want to say. is that it's okay. It's okay to be who you are right now, but it's not okay once you know better to stay that person. It's not okay to stay the person that you don't desire to be. It's not okay to stay the person that is lazy, because laziness doesn't lead you to anything positive. You're not okay to be the person you were yesterday, tomorrow, once you know better. Because they say you got to know better to do better. It says, one, as a child, I did childish things, but as I became older, I put away the childish things. So it's time for you to start putting away the voices that you speak aloud that don't bring you life in all areas of your life. If I could say that again, stop saying things that don't serve where you want to go in life. How about that? And so the activity in Greater Thoughts Day 20 was to stop what you're doing. Don't stop right now. You got to continue to listen for 6 more minutes. But stop what you're doing and take 6 minutes. See how that six work ran right back? Take 6 minutes to do something that you've been putting off for far too long. Every single one of us have something that we've been putting off for far too long. Some of it is laziness because it requires a lot of work. Some of it is ignorance. It's just because we just don't know how. And all ignorance is bad in a sense, but everybody's ignorant in something. So don't feel like you're the only one that don't know. You're not. You're not the only one that don't know, but that's not an excuse for not moving forward. And the other thing that comes to mind so quickly, so that it hurts everyone at some point in time, it will lock you in. And the reason I believe that God put it in the Bible so many times is he says, fear not. But fear is the thing that I'm speaking of. You fear not being able to complete it. You fear what happens when you don't get the results that you're looking for. You fear what happens when you put your faith in front of you and it doesn't seem to turn out the way you thought it was going to in the time that you thought it was going to. So what I'm going to tell you is to fear not, no matter what it is that you've been putting off for far too long. When this show ends, take 6 minutes to start doing the thing that you put off for far too long. And if you can't finish it, it's okay. The beauty in it is you just accomplished leaving the starting line. You just accomplished that. So that right there is going to give you a whole nother feeling about the process, and you are changing. So if it's the mantra that you've been thinking about writing for years and put it on your mirror in your bathroom, so before you go to bed at night, you can see it and read it aloud. And look, I don't care who's in your house. I don't care if it's your husband. I don't care if it's your wife. I don't care if it's your boyfriend. I don't care if it's your girlfriend. I don't care if it's your cousin. I don't care if it's your roommate. I don't care who it is. That's right. I go through the whole list of people that it could be. When you say your mantra, you saying that for yourself. You saying it to build up your life. Don't be concerned about who's in your house that's hearing you say it with conviction. Don't be concerned about who's around when you say it because you went out of town with your homegirls or your homeboys and now they hear you speaking your mantra. Hey, guess what? They might ask you, hey, what you doing? Why are you doing that? And then they might want to jump on board. You can teach them. Matter of fact, go and teach your children. After you write this down today, go teach your children. Watch how it changes their life. Watch how it changes your life. Look, that's it. That's the show for the day. You know, as usual, I got to remind you. But before I do, I want to say it to you. Have a blessed Thursday. Keep somebody in your prayers today. If you know someone that's suffered from breast cancer or dealing with breast cancer, let them know it's going to be okay. But before I leave you, remember this. All success starts with a thought. Take your thoughts, turn them into action, and go be great. God bless.
In the silence of the night, when doubt creeps in, I hear that whispering voice pulling me from within. The weight of the world tries to break my soul, but I rise from the ashes, determined and whole. With every step, I'm reclaiming my grace. Positive thoughts lighting up my space. I'm breaking these chains with love in my heart, embracing my journey. It's just the start. No more doubts or fear.
In the mirror, face the truth, I see the shadows play. This was about pushing my dreams away. Worries creeping by me, feeling so confined. But in this journey, I'm crafting a stronger mind. Rise above the noise, let positivity reign. Each step I take, I conquer fear and pain. Greater thoughts echo through my mind. Uplifted, I soar, leaving shadows behind. Each word I speak, transforming my fate. In this untrapped mind, I am truly great. Daily affirmations, I'm speaking life to my soul. Honest in my